Dear students, greetings of the day. I am Sunita Sahai, your science teacher. Welcome back to studies. After prolonged vacation due to corona, hope you all and your families are safe. I once again request you stay indoor and regularly wash your hands with soap. Maintain social distancing norms. Our first lesson is heredity and evolution. What is heredity? Let's recall from class 9th. Transfer of physical and mental characters from parents to progeny child is called heredity. What is DNA? Cellular nucleus of living organisms that carries hereditary characters is DNA, which is also called deoxyribonucleic acid. What are the components of DNA? The information in DNA is stored as a code made up of four chemical bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. Let us know about genetic engineering. What is genetic engineering? Heredity is the transfer of biological characters from one generation to another via genes. Mendel was the first scientist who worked on modern genetics. In year of 1901, mutational theory was given by Hugo de Vries. World came to know about paired chromosomes in the cells because of theory of Walter and Sutton in year of 1902. Research started for finding genetic material when it was proved that genes are came via chromosomes. Based on above theory, in year of 1944, three scientists named Avery, MacLean and Colleen proved that all living organisms have DNA as genetic material except virus. Protein synthesis is carried with the help of DNA was proved by Jacob and Jack in year of 1961. Genetic engineering. Why do we need genetic engineering? The science of heredity is useful for diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of hereditary disorder. Production of hybrid variety of animals and plants. Due to genetic engineering, scientists have been able to modify genes of many plants like brinjal, wheat, papaya, etc. to get better yield or bigger fruits, and many hereditary like disorders and diseases like diabetes can be stopped from transmission from being transmitted to child from parents. Let us know about transcription, translation and translocation. Now, for example, this is our human cell. Inside, a very important component of human cell is known as a nucleus. We have DNA and mRNA. And cytoplasm of the cell is tRNA, which is called transfer RNA, and ribosomal RNA. Means there are three types of RNA: mRNA, tRNA and rRNA. Now, DNA structure. DNA is double helical structure formed by sugar phosphate backbone. It has four nucleotides. They are adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. RNA structure, which is also called ribonucleic acid. RNA has only one strand and DNA have two strands. RNA strands are shorter than DNA. Now RNA has four nucleotides. DNA also have four nucleotides: thymine, cytosine, adenine, guanine. But in RNA, instead of thymine is found uracil, cytosine, adenine and guanine. Now, what is central dogma? Synthesis of appropriate protein as per requirement is necessary for body. These proteins are synthesized by DNA through the RNA. Now, what is the central dogma? We all know in the nucleus DNA and messenger RNA is there, and DNA produce messenger RNA, and this is production is done in the nucleus, and after production of messenger RNA come out from the nucleus in cytoplasm and it produce the protein. So DNA produce messenger RNA. This process is called transcription, and when messenger RNA produce protein is called translation. So the process of protein synthesis as required by the body is called central dogma. Transcription. With the help of RNA, the genes present in the form of DNA participate in the functioning of cell. Information about protein synthesis is stored in the DNA. Process transcription. Messenger RNA is produced as per the sequence of nucleotides on DNA. Only one of the two strands of DNA is used in this process. This process of RNA synthesis is called as transcription. Transcription process. Now we all know DNA has a double helical structure. During the process of transcription, the coiled or double helical structure from the center become parallel. So when from the central part become parallel, the adenine pair with thymine, guanine pair with cytosine, then thymine pair with adenine and guanine pair with cytosine, and they have a single hydrogen bond between each other. Now during the process of transcription only this bond breaks. This single hydrogen bond breaks and it become a one single strand. And this single strand floats and come out. And when it floats and comes out, it become a messenger RNA. But here the nucleotides, instead of thymine, here uracil is there, guanine, adenine, cytosine. This way many more sequences are there on the messenger RNA. Now we come to know what is the codon. Codon means when three group of nucleotides are found on messenger RNA is called codon. The messenger RNA formed in nucleus comes to cytoplasm in the cell. It brings the coded message for DNA. The message contains the codes for amino acids. The code for each amino acid consists of three nucleotides. It is called as triplet codon. And this way many codons are found on messenger RNA. These sequences are unlimited. Stop, that is called stop codon. Now transfer RNA. Now that process is done only the transcription. Now we are coming on the process of translation. Each messenger RNA has thousands of triplet codon. Now it's time for tRNA to read the code of messenger RNA. tRNA has exact opposite type of anticodon and they match with mRNA. Now you can see in the picture mRNA has sequence UGAC and tRNA structure is like hairpin and down three sequences are there, and when it start reading it will come exact opposite of the nucleotides. A with combined with U, C combined with G and uracil combined with adenine. This way it will be start reading the message. So once it start reading the message and upper part on protein is formed or amino acid is formed. So one group of amino acid is formed. This way it start reading the message on messenger RNA and one group of amino acid is formed. So each transcription makes a specific protein and rRNA moves tRNA over the complete mRNA and this is called translocation. Many such amino acids are formed by each mRNA and tRNA are combined to make protein. Now you can see in the picture also, it comes out from the nucleus, floating out and comes out from the nucleus, and on messenger RNA that lysine is there. It is a one type of amino acid which is after reading the code of messenger RNA, tRNA is found the one type of amino acid that is known as a lysine. This way group of amino acids are formed and all amino acid make a one bond in between it. That bond is known as a peptide bond. Amino acids. Amino acids are basic building blocks for the protein. Different combination of amino acids can produce different types of proteins. Human body has 20 type of amino acids and different combination amino acid can make millions of different types of proteins. Example, English has 26 alphabets A to Z and combining different alphabets we can make millions of different words. Mutation. Living organisms can produce new offsprings like themselves due to genes. Some of the genes are transmitted to the next generation without any changes. Sometimes some changes occur in DNA sequence and this change causes change in offsprings. Mutation can cause diseases or can cause changes as per theory of evolution. Genetic disorder. There are three types of genetic disorders. Single gene disorders where a mutation affects one gene. Sickle cell anemia is an example. Chromosomal disorder where chromosomes or parts of chromosomes are missing or changed. Chromosomes are the structure that hold our genes. Down syndrome is a chromosomal disorder. Complex disorder where there are mutations in two or two more genes. Often your lifestyles and environment also play a role. Colon cancer is one example of complex disorder. There are well over 6,000 known genetic disorders.